Hey everybody, welcome to Sylvester's Fashion Art and Tarot. And today I'm going to do a reading on Virgil Abloh. So, I'd like to start off by saying that Virgil Abloh was an American fashion designer and entrepreneur. During the later part of his career and life, he became the artistic director of Louis Vuitton men's collection in 2018 and was given increased creative responsibilities across the LVMH brand in early 2021. Before becoming the artistic director of Louis Vuitton men's, he was the founder and CEO of the streetwear label Off-White. Other creative talents that he had was being an architect, engineer, DJ, and musician. He died of cancer last year, November 28, 2021, in Chicago, where he lived with his wife and 2 kids. He kept his illness private from the world, which indicates to me that he very private about a lot of things. But anyway, so my question is, what was going on in and around Virgil Abloh before his death? What was he thinking? What was he feeling? Like, what was going on with him? So, I'm going to start the reading. Okay. Please, God, please allow me to have insight on what you would like for me to know and what you would like for me to share. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna try something a little different. I was gonna let the cards pop out, but you know what? This time, I think I'm just gonna blindly choose the cards and do it that way. I was trying something different where the cards would pop out for me, but oh, there you go. You know what? let me choose them now. Uh-oh. There I go again. Guess I get this right. Just want to do a nice spread. Come on. There I go again. You know what? What is going on? I can't seem to get this right. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay, we finally got something. My goodness. Jeez. Before it was taking too long for the cards to come out. Now it's like I can't even make a good spread. Jeez, what is going on here? Okay. Okay. This is the part where I close my eyes and just feel the cards. Just feel the cards. Okay. Go here. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Ah, there we go. All right. Okay. First card I get is the Seven of Swords. You know, what's going on? This is supposed to represent the person. Like with this card, Seven of Swords, it's like he's being sneaky about something, being clever, being, I don't want to say conniving, just being sneaky, being quiet, being um, uh, I want the observance coming in my head, but he's observing something so he can make his move on something. He wants to make a move on something, so he's watching to see if the coast is clear, so he can make his move. And yeah, that's what I get with that. So he's watching what is he's being clever about something. He's being quiet and clever, and it's like something he doesn't want a lot of people to know. And this card is representing him, the person. So it's the first card that comes out. Second card I get is the Three of Swords, and this is a heartache card, and it's like it's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of just stormy weather, just not in a good mood. He has a broken heart. He's disappointed. He's just doesn't really want to connect. He's just want to be just left out in the cold. Just don't feel like he just wants to be around anybody. And this is like representing the situation. He just doesn't want to just connect with anyone. So it's like really feeling low and sorrow, and I get a bit of anger because there's a lot of unfinished things that he wanted to do, and he had a lot up his sleeve that he has not released yet, and he wanted to share that with the world. So I get disappointment here, and then that's representing the situation of this reading with Virgil. Okay. Yeah. Now, what's beneath him is the Magician. And this is representing past influences with this card. So it's been represented by the magician. So what I get is that he manipulates, not in a bad way, but he manifests and manipulates his success. He brought it into existence. He knew what he wanted. He was very focused and very determined to have it. He wasn't going to let nothing or anything get in his way. And nothing did. He made sure he controlled all the elements. Because see, with this musician, you have the cups, you have the pentacles, you have the swords, and you have the wands. He's controlling all the elements. And his mind is infinite. It's like anything and all things is possible. He's in all these flowers and that's all around him. Everything is fruitful. Everything is abundant. Everything is fruitful. Everything is just he has more of it. So anything is possible. So he's manifested and created his success, and that's representing his past influences. Now, what's in his past is represented by the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a work hard card. And he worked hard for his success. He put a lot of time and effort in any and all that he does. He really thinks about it. He's very focused and very determined, which I also get here with the Magician here. So with this card showing up, I'm not really surprised because he really worked hard. He put a lot of effort in any and all that he does. and nothing. He felt like nothing was impossible. He had a very infinite mind, and he was very abundant with his mind. That was just no one thought like him, and he is the originator of his thoughts. So he thought what was impossible, he made possible. He found ways to connect and communicate with other people to make those things possible, because he has so much he wanted to share and bring into the world. So yeah, that's what this is representing for his past. Yeah. Can you guys see that? Let me see the cards a little bit. Okay. Now, what crowns him is the hangman. And the hangman represents a new perspective, a new way of seeing things. You know, see this glow around his mind? Again, it's connecting with the magician and the work card here that I get. And it's like, this man's mind was incredible. This man, he was just so abundant. So I get it representing here in this card, the hangman. So it's like, you know, he thought differently. You know, it's like he was just, he was a true originator of what he was doing. And it's amazing to actually see something like this. Like, wow, this is really showing up here. And the card is about who he is. Like, whoa, this man is amazing. That's what I have to say. So yeah, with this, he thought, in this card represents a new perspective and ways of thinking. He's not a practical thinker. He's more about, he manifests, he thinks about it, and he finds ways to make it happen. And he connects with the others to also make that the impossible possible. So that's what I get representing here. This is what crowns him. You know, this is him controlling the elements along with the magician here. So these two balance for me. Okay. Now, what represents his future, or what's before him, is represented by the Fool. Now, he went on a leap of faith. You know, there was no turning back. He took the bare essentials. He took he had, what's the right word? He was abundant in his way of thinking. And he was also a master, what do you call it? A manifester. And he went on a leap of faith. And you know, he might not know everything, but he had a very clever mind. You know, he went on a leap of faith to make his dream a reality. You know, it was like nothing was impossible. He went out on a leap of faith, and he just made it happen for himself. He was very good at connecting with other people. People liked him. You know, I feel that people like connecting with him because he has a friendly personality. He's approachable. You could talk to him. He's intelligent. He doesn't just have basic conversation. He really have more in-depth, intriguing conversations with people. And people like that about him. And again, it goes with his mind being abundant and fruitful. Again, with this magician card that I see here. You know, but so I see how that connects there. So, yeah, he went on a leap of faith and he made the impossible possible. And it happened for him. So his spirit guys were really helping him out. So that's representing his future. Now, the next card is the Chariot, and this is representing his what was in his mind, his thoughts, how he saw himself, you know, as he went out into that world. And as you can see, these two sphinxes here, they represent like a yin and yang. His mind was balanced. It was very balanced. He stayed focused and clear about what he wanted to do. And he just, he was just very determined. And then you see these stars represent here above this gentleman here. This is Virgil. These are his two um, sphinxes that are, as you can see, well, they're not really attached to this chariot here, but they're loose and they're easy to roam around. But they're loyal to him, and they will take him anywhere he go. But he doesn't have to attach himself to these two uh, sphinxes here, because they're loyal and they would just take him anywhere he wants. So he doesn't have to worry about that because he was being spiritually guided. That also represent here with the stars. To me, that represents a spiritual mind and a connection to spirits. I feel like his ancestors are really helping him and guiding him and get him where he needed to go. And they just removed all these obstacles so he can achieve. And when those doors opened, it just opened for him, and he just went on in, and they just loved him, Yeah. So that's what I get with his mind. He was very focused. He stayed the status quo. He just kept right on going, and he didn't let nothing get in his way. So for me, this card just represents a focused mind, clarity, and strong determination. So I get here. Yeah. Now, his environment, or what represents his environment, is represented here by the Six of Swords. And with this card, it's just representing moving on to brighter shores, moving on to brighter days, leaving the past behind, leaving the rough, rigid difficulty of the past and moving on to calmer shores, where things are more tranquil and peaceful. And again, he only takes what he needs so he can go. So this is him leaving his past and moving on. So it's like I get that he left what might have, I wouldn't say things were too difficult for him. He's just ready to go, ready to move on and do other things. He didn't want to stay stagnant. People just saw him as a man who's always on the go. He's always traveling, always moving, always just wanting to make things happen. He's an innovator, motivator. He's just always on the move. Again, he only takes what his need that he needs. Now, he did have a family, so wherever he went, they went with him. Or he made sure they were taken care of. So, yeah. So it's like, this is him, this is his wife, this is his kid. Although he has two kids, so there you go. There, yeah. So that's what I get for the environment. Yeah. Can you see that? All right. Yeah. What's representing his hopes and fears is the tower. And with the tower, it represents major change, resounding changes. There's always changes happening in his life. So, it's... with the tower, it's like crash and burn. Because when that lightning strikes that tower, it's like it kicks everybody out. It's like he's like, you moving on, you moving out. Ain't nothing keeping you there. You got to go. So it's like with him. Yeah, because of his illness with this with this cancer he had. Of course, he knew it. He kept it a secret from the world. I believe, what's this called again? I believe it's called cardiac angiosarcoma. Cardiac, yeah, angiosarcoma. So that's what he was diagnosed with. So he knew about that. Of course, he knew he was getting ready to move on. And so this card represents that was part of his fears. So this change was going to take place. It was going to happen. Again, he kept it very quiet. Um, and we were just sad to hear in the news that he had moved on and passed on. So this is definitely representing his fears on death and going into the afterlife. So that's what I feel here. Now, well, oh, my goodness. Sometimes these cards could be so literal sometimes. Jeez. My goodness. I get the Ten of Swords. And with this card, it's like, I'm not trying to laugh at it. It's just like, my goodness, the man passed on. And the final outcome is that he passed. He died. And this is representing a resounding change. No going back, no changes, nothing's. You can't go back and do nothing. It's like you're done. It's just like the end. You're moving on, and there's no going back. Yeah, that's what I feel here. Yeah. I would like to think that he made peace. I'm not sure how deeply spiritual he was. I feel like there was some sort of spirituality with him because he did move through life with faith and with clarity and with great focus. So I believe there was a bit of spirituality with him. And so in my mind, I'm thinking that he made peace with things. But but with this card, he knew his time was up and he had to go. And the final outcome being that he passed on. And the man had a great life. The man did great things. He manifested and created and brought into existence beautiful products that people enjoy and are wearing or trying to resell today. He got an opportunity to live the life that most people would kill to have. I'm telling you. I would love to be in his position as far as being a designer of a major brand, because I would love to do what he was doing. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, this is the final outcome. And it's so sad to see him go, because he's done a lot of great things and he's very inspiring, very helpful towards people. Love sharing, love talking to people, very charismatic personality. And one of the things that I remember seeing about him, that he loved helping people do what he does. Because there was a lot of designers wanting to get out there who were looking for opportunity, and he would connect with those people and help them out as far as doing their collections or tell them what to do to get their work out there in the world so people can see it. And I like that about him because he was approachable, likable, connect well with others. This man was really great. Yeah. It's sad, but at the same time, he did a lot of great work. Yeah. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone. For coming to Sylvester's Fast Art and Tarot. Please come back again as I do another reading. And if you're looking for other metaphysical products, like t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, I have an Etsy shop called Cynthia James. I will be changing the name of the shop. I will be rebranding it. So give me a little time. I'll probably do it before the new year. But right now, it's under the name Cynthia Anna James on Etsy. And take a look. Check it out. See what I'm all about. Thank you.